Welcome back. We've got black against a 2300. And though I have a perfect score against 2300 so far, I don't expect that to continue. All right, let's try knight f6. I used to play against a FIDE master in Worcester, Massachusetts, who played f4 in many games with white and the Dutch defense as often as he could with black. We're going to try bishop to g4. And maybe put this knight on c6, take on f3, and then play e5. We'll give it a shot. Okay, and I give up the two bishops, but the idea is I get a strong knight in the center and I get rid of his most advanced central pawn. Expect bishop e2, I'll go bishop d6, try to target h2 later. He doesn't want to play e4, does he? So why did he make e3 a target? Seems weird to me. Alright, I could play c3, queen c2, and then castle queenside. That's an option. I'm sorry, c6, queen c7. I could also put the queen on b6, hitting e3 and b2. Interesting. Alright, he's advancing on the queen side, so I'm just going to castle kingside to keep my king safe. And then try to exploit how open things are in his part of the board. He's got these hanging pawns in the middle, and then he's got some weakness on the king side. Hopefully I can make use of that. Maybe queen d7 here, or put a rook on the e-file. Let's go with queen d7. I've got a dark squared bishop, so I'll put my queen on light squares. This also allows me to play knight g4, threatening h2. Ooh, he sacrifices. Okay, cool. I didn't look at that at all, but it seems reasonable. What's his idea? I think queen f5, d4, knight g6, bishop g4 is what he wants to do. Then I'll play queen e4 maybe. He could play bishop f3. Doesn't seem unreasonable. He goes e4 instead. Okay. Well, let's keep the queen opposite his pawns, his hanging pawns, so that darn it, I am getting pushed back a lot here. Queen e6, bishop g4, queen takes e4, loses. Maybe king g7 is a good idea. He'll go queen d2 though. But then I have, no, I don't have bishop f4. What about king h8 instead? We're going to try king h8. Let him take the pawn on f6 and then activate the queen. think that might have been a nice exchange sack on his part, because this isn't looking very good for me. We can go rook g8, and then bring the dark squared bishop back to f6. If I'm going to put the bishop on g7, though, maybe I should have played rook to e8. Okay, d4 will be hanging if the knight moves. I can play knight to e7 here. He can play queen takes. Oh no, he'll checkmate me if I do that. What are we going to do here? I've got to get the rooks into the game, so let's swing the queen out to a5, put a rook on d8. I can't even sack on d5 after that, though, because there will be a capture on g6. Okay, let's go like this. Oh, there's bishop takes g6, which wins a piece, unfortunately. Yeah, so we can resign. All right. I'm only at 50% against these 2300s now. Thank you for watching.